That was my fiercest familiar. Oh, impressive.
Oh, it's one of them! You know? Why is the camera so weirdly positioned?
Backlook, 'tis good to see you again after all these years. And judging by your vigorous greeting, I dare say the feeling is mutual. To be sure, a simple shake of the hand would have sufficed by way of welcome, but I shan't complain.
Yeah, because you weren't the one who fought. Funny.
But you must be wondering as to the purpose of our visit. We come to beg your assistance in a most urgent matter.
Sake? Beg?
Our
It's like you could have
comrades'
just
very
talked.
souls are in danger. If we are to save them, we will need the benefit of your unsurpassed knowledge on the matter. Please, will you not sit and hear our plea?
Oh, how dare you! How dare you speak thus in my presence!
Should I take my sword out again?
It was to escape such words of temptation that I hid myself from the world of men.
I think you're misunderstanding us, ma'am.
You are sinners, one and all, and I swore never again to have any part in your affairs.
I can only imagine what terrible events forced you into a life of seclusion. But I know that the Numo are a good and noble folk. It is not in your nature to turn a blind eye to the plight of those around you. And in treating with us, I am certain whatever mistrust you feel for man will begin to heal.
I'm in mood, Joe. Mood. Ulfino is the cutest. If anything's gonna happen to him, I'm gonna march into the Caelynx headquarters. I'm in Japan next year. I'm marching in there.
You will not be satisfied. I suppose I could listen. After all, there's no harm in just... No, I mustn't. Not again. That damn court mage seemed to have the best of intentions too, and countless innocents died for my naivety. Oh, you know not what you ask of me. What horrors my knowledge has wrought.
2 months is a pretty high thing to put that there. You hate people way earlier in customer support. You were being very generous there, yes. Refuse all you want, we won't lie down or accept defeat. Because apparently if I already hit all of your ghost friends, this is the best way to go there. We did the near, yeah, last week we finished them.
Of all the visitors I could possibly have, they're even more stubborn than I am.
Oh. No. She's like me when there's a new gacha waifu or husband and I'm like, I must resist, but I cannot.
Very well. I will hear your petition, but that is all. And I expect fitting payment for my troubles.
Commensurate with your contribution to our cause. No more and no less, I promise you. With that settled, might I impose upon you to join us at the Crystarium? I'm afraid the nature of my friend's predicament calls for absolute secrecy.
Tomo! Tomo! We didn't kill them, we knocked them out. They're just sleeping. There you are. The others have gone ahead to the crystal tower with the back log. For the record, I truly wish we hadn't had to resort to using such words when treating with them. I have ever sought to convince, not compel. Yet, I cannot deny that a part of me is glad Rianger shared his knowledge of the Numaux with us. Had he not, Barlog wouldn't be here. Speaking of whom, we should hurry. To keep our guests waiting would only add insult to injury. Come on. How dare you? Okay, awesome. We mustn't dally here any longer, Nyx. If Balak is to hear the truth of our travels in the first, you of all people should be present. So, we go back to the Crystarium, don't we? Yes, we do. It helps your healing? I think you're lying. Let's get back inside. It will like, wouldn't that just make you need to heal more instead of helping you? I would like to go inside, yes. Oh my god. I'm here. I'm sorry I had to take a detour.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me not only that the return of night was your doing, but that you hail from another world as well?
Yeah, you know, you are the only one who does not hail from another world in this room right now. So, I would say you're the weird one, not me.
Everything we told you, of the source, the shards, the 7 umbral calamities, all of it is true. I realize how fantastical it sounds, and I would not blame you for doubting our testimony. But given your expertise, you must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their souls.
Any other time and I would have dismissed your stories as balderdash and flummery. But upon closer inspection, 'tis plain their souls are far denser than is normal, and that they do not possess true bodies. Save you. Your body is your own.
To be fair, there aren't 14 versions of your planet anymore.
And your
Some of them are
soul
gone.
is the densest of them all.
As I said before, were it not for their heroism, the skies over Norvrant would still be awash with light, the realm yet at the mercy of 4-3 and the Sin Eaters. After all they have done for our home, seeing them safely back to their own, it seems the very least we can do.
Yeah, I think it's 7 or 8 left. One of them imploded because the Assassins didn't know what the fuck they're doing at the start, and some already had calamities that made them
Your tale is intriguing.
fuse with the source.
Yes, very intriguing indeed. Simply to hear it is fitting payment in itself.
Oh, she's easy to please. Now I don't even have to give her payment anymore. She just wanted to hear a really, really stupid tale.
As for your friends, I can but agree. Their valorous deeds on behalf of Norvrant are deserving of recognition, of their own fitting payment.
Not dying would be a really good payment, if I'm being honest.
You will help us then?
I will. I would see my knowledge put to good use for a change. I do have one condition, however. I am not the spry young Numo I once was. As such, I will require assistance in my fieldwork and testing.
It would be our pleasure. We'll be laboring for our own benefit after all.
So tell me your knowledge. You have spun quite a tale, but tell me, have you given any thought as to how you might return to your world? Well, his first idea was just sacrificing himself. But this is off the table at this moment. So yeah. With our side to say, an intriguing proposition. Oh yeah, true, Rionjir is working on that thing. But one which fails to account for the present state of your souls. They have become highly charged, like as a consequence of having maintained tangible forms for so long. In such an energetic, unstable state, there is no telling what may happen to their soul within the hour side. They could very well become immutable to transference, never to be restored to their body. That sounds promising! So everyone is just doomed, is what I'm hearing here. Then, would it be possible to force our souls into a state of dormancy prior to transference? In theory, yes, but the soul is not a candle to be snuffed out and relit on a whim. Well, that sounds ominous. What exactly would rendering our souls dormant entail? Knocking you out. In order to maintain a corporeal form, your souls constantly draw ether from your surroundings. This process must be halted, and the resulting surfeit of ether removed. Your minds would ultimately be separated from these false bodies of yours, rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. A cruel fate under normal circumstances, but one which will be rectified upon your return home. Are we sure about that, though? Leaving a lifeless husk, like those poor souls at the inn at Journey's Hat, corrupted by the sin eaters, their ether made stagnant by the light. Corrupted? Stagnant? Might I see these unfortunate individuals? Did she not get anything that happened outside her castle? Why? Do you think you might be able to help them? I might, or I might not. But I shan't know for sure until I have seen their condition firsthand. Yeah, but like there is the state of being a hermit. And there is a state of just like not getting any information whatsoever of anything that happened in the past 100 years. The ghost should have told you. I had a ghost buddy. My ghost buddy told me informations. Don't put that on the ghosts. The ghosts are good buddies. Then I would be glad to take you to them, on the understanding that you won't do anything, which might increase their suffering. My ghosts like to suffer, you know. Probably that was the difference. It was my faith in man I lost, not my compassion. Well, I see no need for all of us to accompany you. While you escort our guests to the inn, I will assist Orianjir in creating the requisite... Okay. Ystula is like, I don't want to be part of this anymore. I don't care. I'm going to my other buddy, who is not going around. I believe my talents would be better applied to that endeavor as well. Might I... You leaving me as well? Everyone's leaving me. Is it me? Am I the issue? Might leave the three of you to assist my luck as necessary. Sure. Okay. Let us make for a meringue then. Ah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm tired. I might have been up way too late yesterday. And I might have not slept that well. So... Oh, we're back here. Are they still, like, not saved? Or the guy, the little buddy is still here? So this is Halric, is it? Yes. His etheric balance leans perilously toward the light. Toward stasis. I thought they, like, kinda, like, healed. What do you suppose will happen to him? Not too bright, are you, but... You can't just say that Alfido is stupid. He's very smart, okay? Okay? The same as all poor souls corrupted by light. He will become a sin eater. You don't know that. They defeated the wardens and banished the light from the night sky. Halric was completely unresponsive before, but now... He is still unresponsive, but turned creepy now. By mumbling. Then perhaps there is yet hope. If I may, there is a treatment I wish to administer to the patients. What sort of treatment? In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the ether in one's body. After some refinement, it came to be used by the Knights of Wubert, then for far darker purposes. Lest it fall into the wrong hands, I swore never again to make it, but for their sakes, I will break the oath. It is not like to reverse the stagnation, mind you, but it should offer some measure of relief. Okay. Oh, I'm talking to the guys again. Oh no, I'm giving them the tonic already. There you go, buddy. When stares blankly at you, it would seem the tonic had no effect. Sucks to be you, buddy boy. Sorry about that. What is this warmth I feel in my chest? Oh, he seems like it worked for him. Why I'm not giving that to Halric? Did we just decide that we just don't? That is my cat. There we go. I feel warm. And my legs, they don't feel as heavy. So everybody is helped except for that one guy there. That one guy is just like, get fucked. Now then, have you noted any changes in the patients? A notable rise in body temperature and increased motor functions in most of the patients. 2 out of 3 is most of the patients. The more severely afflicted show no response. Oh, rip. As I feared them, it is true that with the restoration of night, the corruption influence of light will no longer grow. And yes, their bodies will naturally return to equilibrium given time. But this holds true only for their corporal ether. Their incorporeal ether, that of the soul, is not so easily mended. Which is why those in the later stages of corruption, like Halric, appear unaffected by your tonic. Precisely. The boy's soul is too far gone, his mind held together by the finest of threads. There is a chance he may one day recover, of course, but it could take years, decades, even. But the gods, he could wake to find himself an old man, find a reward for his persistence, the opportunity to mourn the life. Dude, that's fucked up, honey. No. Imagine you were a kid, and the next time you have like a cohesive thought, you're suddenly in a 90-year-old body, and you're just like, fuck. No, that's, No, there must be something we can do. Look, I realize this is not why we petitioned your aid, but do you think it's possible we can find a way to hasten the recovery? Maybe. Nor do I think it impossible that in treating them, we might learn something of relevance to your own predicament. Wow. Oh. Hi there, do you want to be part of my party? There you go. Doing your little workout routine. I suspect the Crystal Exarch has told you of my past, that I was once a mage of the Royal Court of Vibert, and that soulcraft was my field of study. The tonic you administered to the patients here is one of the fruits of my labors. I hope to do great things for the kingdom. Good job, just continue. But in the end, my knowledge brought only suffering, a plague the like of which no one had ever seen. In the hands of unscrupulous man, what should have been my greatest triumph instead became my greatest shame. And now you have a chance to redeem yourself. I'd be like, teacher mode. That I do. A comforting thought indeed. But let us return to the task at hand. Finding a means by which we might revitalize these people's incorporeal ether. Do you think it can be done? Were the sky still ablaze with primordial light, I would call it an exercise in futility. But now we may have a chance. The method I have in mind will entail the conjuring of a familiar. They are able to amplify the energies poured into them, making them the perfect conduit for the ether revitalizing magics we will ultimately employ. Why is reading a sentence just so hard? If you're about to launch into a lengthy explanation of the metaphysics of your plan, don't bother. I'd rather get on with doing whatever it is that needs to be done, if that's all the same to you. Whatever reagents must be procured or spells invoked, I'll do it. I admire your spirit. Very well. Your first task will be to gather the necessary materials. The purest of waters and finest of clays, as well as a fey lantern brimming with pixie magic. If you're convinced the resulting familiar could help the patients, fine. Also no, the water and clay will be simple enough, but I think you know what we'll have to do to get the lantern. You don't mean... Pixies took quite a liking to us before. If we humor them with our company, I'm sure they will be willing to help us. Alfino was like, I don't like that. Fine, we'll play with it too, old Mag. Though I never thought you would be the one to suggest going back there. I'm impressed you've been there at all, let alone befriended the faithful. While you're about it, seek out the Numo of Ployang. They will be able to supply you with water suitable for our needs. Right, let's get over with this, shall we? Let's get some stuff. There still remains the matter of the clay. Might I prevail upon you to find it? Sure. I can find some clay, some good old dirt. How hard can it be? Clay from our rank would likely be best. Know you of any who might be able to assist us? I could ask the miners, true? Oh yes, they will be able to point you in the right direction, I'm sure. While you and the twins are occupied, I will see if there is aught else I can learn of the stagnation which afflicts the people here. You can't just walk outside. What do you mean? Like in real life or in the game? I'm not 100% sure what you mean. Oh, in the game. Okay. I mean, you know, with the flooding, you maybe meant real life. Magnus, I'm back. Did you miss me? Lex, well, what a coincidence. You come at a good time. We've just this moment finished repairing the Talos and truly you lot took to... Oh, we just repaired the Talos and the trolley. Okay, that's the sentence. I was like, what the fuck is that sentence? The trolley was no trouble, but the Talos would have been another matter had we not had a visit from Master Chai. He offered us a share of the leftover building materials from Daedalus stoneworks, as well as a few trade secrets to help us along. Clever man, that Chinas. He seemed pretty keen on the ideas I have for putting the giant Talos to work. Like a giant trolley, but Magnus still refuses to see all the good we could do with it. You're entitled to your dreams, Jarek, but that doesn't mean you can go harassing our guests with them. Master Chai was just being polite. And something tells me Nyx here didn't come all this way to talk about trolleys. What is you need, friend? Oh no. Did you also have a flooding? I see, and this familiar requires clay from Montgomery. Well, look no further. If anyone can find you some quality clay, it's us. Saying that, it isn't exactly a commodity nowadays, but there must be some lurking somewhere or other, waiting to be dug up. Look, clay is just all around, Tama. They just said it. It is everywhere, just need to dig a bit of dirt up. If I'm not mistaken, there was a time when they used to take clay from Mount Byron mines to make other bricks. Place is swarming with coyotes now, but if you're after the good old stuff, you could do worse than to look there. Oh, I misunderstood your message. That's on me. Okay, we gotta fly there. Yeah, we have to fly all the way over there. But the sky is pretty. Oh, look at this. Actually looks really pretty. That looks concerning, to say the least. A tiny bit concerning. 5.1. I don't know what 5.1 is. Yeah, but it's still. Where is it? Over there. Still concerning, and I'm just walking over everything. Oh. One thing I'm doing right now, okay. Is it me who's in the battle? Woo! Close! Okay, I think I have to fight them. Come here. Bitch, come down! Yeah, I'm not gonna get through the whole thing here to die. I am pretty sure of that. There we go. My cat today is getting in the way so many times. Okay, I think... Oh, I'll just go all the way back here. All the way back here. Oh! Oh, okay. I see. The twins have returned, and in one piece at that. I was convinced the pixies would turn at least one of them into a garden ornament, but no. Oh, hi guys. I can't look at you. The camera decides I shall not. You have the clay, I take it. I dug up dirt, don't worry. Wonderful. We need but combine the clay and the water. Then heat the mixture with the fairy lantern. After that, it will be a simple matter of settling up in a suitable form and performing the necessary incantation. Balak, I have a question. In the event that we had need of the spell and you weren't around, would it be possible for another to perform the incantation? Assuming they possess the requisite skill, yes. Horik and the others have suffered so much, and I swore to do everything in my power to save them. If there's a chance this spell could do that, I would be the one to invoke it. Mayhap you should be the one to do so. A deep understanding of the subject's physical state, combined with a strong desire to help them, can drastically increase the magic's effect, and you are plainly more familiar with these people than I. What is it with the stream title? Huh? I dare say there are a few in all of Norrøn more dedicated to finding a cure, is that not so, Nyx? Oh wait, I think I know what you mean. September is over. No, might me. There you go. Look, it's hard to keep track of months, okay? Hi, babe. Did I summon you now? Hey, baby boy. You did not enjoy that one, huh? My betrayals. Do I remember the 21st night of September? What was there? Absolutely, she's the best woman for the job. I don't know what the question was. Okay, I can't read like this, babe. Babe, can you just go? Oh, Green Day. Oh yeah. Honey, big baby boy, come here. I give it my all for Helric, for Tesli. Am I a joke to you? Is Mom a joke to you? You come on my lap or you go down. These are your two options, babe. These are your two options. Do you want to be on my lap or do you want to be on the ground? What is it? Which one do you prefer? He's being so grumpy. I think he didn't sleep well. Are you being a little grump today? Did you not sleep so well? Oh, babe. Baby. I need my arm though to play. Yes. You can't sleep on my arm. I need that one. Yes. Good choice. Not so good choice, that's my mouse. Okay, you have to go down now. Yes, I'm sorry. But, goodbye. Then we are all of a mind of the matter. Elise shall be the one to conjure the familiar.
Let us begin.
Let us begin.
I trust you've prepared the clay?
It's fucking dirt. What do you prepare the dirt for? That's a big chunk of dirt.
Very good. Now, I would have you sculpt for me a poxy.
That would be the moment I would be out of
with
this.
floppy ears and a short curly tail.
That wasn't part of the
A
instructions.
porksy. I think I know what you mean.
She was like, you have water, you have clay, do this over fire. That was her initial thing she told us. And now you have to sculpt things? Please tell me it's going to look ridiculously funny.
There we are. How's that?
What is that? It's adorable though!
Well,
That's
it is
not nice!
certainly creative. There's no denying that.
Alfino has the time of his life.
Yes, I'm no artist. Very funny.
He's like, I didn't laugh.
Pay him no mind, child. Though it may look like a grotesque parody of reality, it is what the invoker believes that matters.
You're not helping.
I don't think
But
she
I speak
wanted
the
to.
truth. If successful, this incantation will turn imagination into reality. Which is why the only thing of import is what you believe this figure embodies. You must focus. Hold the Porksy's image steady in your mind's eye.
I mean, to be fair, the twins' relationship from like a sibling standpoint on, whoever wrote them, they had siblings. Because they act like goddamn siblings. So that's good. It wasn't an only child who wrote them.
Now then, as I taught you, relax and allow your energies to flow.
Is that thing gonna look exactly like that?
I bid thee
Because that would be
rise.
hilarious.
On wings of dreams to touch the skies. What once was idle fantasy, I call forth to reality.
Please let it look like that. Please let it look like that. I beg you. Oh, come on! Boring.
Not bad for a first attempt. Now, let us see what can be done for
Bless
young
you.
Halric.
Is the pig gonna do something? What's the pig gonna do? Blow into his face?
Through the operation of the magics you invoked to animate this familiar, it is now replete with the energies required to stir the boy's soul.
Baby, no.
You need but give it a name, and it will do as your heart desires.
You all get timeouts here. All of you. Stop it. Look at the innocent face. How can you?
A
Look at it.
name. All right, I've decided. Now.
Maybe have some goddamn lunch.
Go, Angelo!
Oh. Then have brunch. Oh, later it's at 10 a.m. Have brunch. Bless you. Tama, I'm really so close to give you a timeout. So that I don't have to read this. Mother, I... Well, that worked well. I wouldn't say he speaks. I think that's a bit of an overestimation. And now he's depressed. How is he, Balak? Did it work? Were you not part of what just happened right now? I believe it did. You and your fledgling familiar have done well. If my eyes do not deceive, a hint of color has returned to his soul. Is that color black? Perchance? Gods, I would jump for joy if I weren't so exhausted. We're so close now, Helric. As you are even now in the process of discovering this... Not you, Siri. What of these words sounded like Siri? What of them? As you are even now in the process of I don't trust my phone. Discovering this magic asks much of the invoker. What you may not have realized is that the same is also true of the subject. As such, we must proceed with caution. However, with further treatment, I have the utmost confidence the boy will make a full recovery. Observing the reanimation of the stagnant soul has been most enlightening. I will need time to put my theories to the proof, but I believe I can fashion a spell to produce the opposite effect. That is, to induce stagnation, thus enabling our safe transfer back to the source via Arasart. A thought occurred to me about this treatment. Balak said when the soul is rendered dormant, the mind is separated from the body, and a person becomes incapable of interacting with the world around them. Does that not sound a lot like some of the temperate back in the source? Not really. It is the fate of most temperate to become slaves to primals, save in a handful of cases, or am I missing something? If I can master this technique, the art of revitalizing the soul, I know of at least... Sorry. I know of at least one of the swords who could desperately use such treatment. Oh, Gaboo! I forgot about Gaboo! Exactly. His condition is uncannily similar to Horrocks, is it not? The only difference being that his soul was suffused with earth-aspected ether instead of light. It followed. Also, he just watched his entire family get murdered. So I think he also has some other trauma to us. What is my cat doing here? Babe? What are you doing? What are you plotting? Huh? Babe. It follows that if his soul is subject to the similar kind of stagnation, there may be a chance we can save him, right? I think he needs a therapist though. I'll be honest. Forgive me, but who is this Gaboo fellow of whom you speak? I see, his condition does sound similar. Yet there is much more about the soul that remains unknown even to me. I say this is not to discourage you, you understand? But to remind you that this is a delicate work we do here, work requiring patience. Of course! And as long as there is hope for a patient here, I will devote whatever time is needed to see this through. But I refuse to spend that time in idleness. If that's all the same to you, I'd like to stay here with Angelo and continue with the treatment. The two of you should return to the Crystarium with Balak and see if you can't make some headway with the newly positioned theories. I would tell you to rest first, but I see you are not to be convinced. The fiery of you. I wish to be that young again. Let us return to the Crystarium then. Finally, I found you. Thancred? No. Oh, it's Catboy! Bashir, what are you doing all the way out here? Oh, the music. Foreboding. There's trouble back in Yulmer. Lady Char's beside herself. Sighing, pacing, the whole lot. Near enough begged me to go and find you. Signing and pacing, you say? It must be urgent. If somebody does that, it has to be terrible news. I take it I will be returning to Custarium alone. Go on then. It is not as if I have anything for you to do. Thank you, Balak. Bye-bye. Sorry for bothering you and all that, but she says the future of Yulmer is at stake. That sounds terrible. Are you okay, babe? Yes, you? Are you okay? Hmm? Are you okay? Do you have some allergies? You're sneezing. Steak sounds... what? Why are we talking about steaks?